Please be aware that the following podcast may contain adult themes and adult language. Also, this is just for fun, and these are just our opinions. We're not experts, just really, really emotionally invested.
This episode contains the frequent mention and consumption of alcohol. Both podcast hosts are over 18 and over the legal drinking age of their country and do not condone underage drinking or excessive alcohol consumption. Please drink responsibly and safely. This episode is also not safe for work, like a lot, so don't listen without headphones and please proceed with caution.
รายการต่อไปนี้
Welcome back to That's Such BL, the podcast that gives you your fix of Thai BL with a scoop of Asian dramas, a dash of Western queer media, and a sprinkling of controversial opinions. I'm your host G.
And I'm your other host E.
And it's Christmas Day, apparently.
Yes, we'll be posting this on Christmas Day.
Did not plan that.
No.
At all. But here we are.
Yeah.
I'll future editing me will play some festive music here.
Insert Jingle Bells, but the
copyright-free
version.
Oh, we have a treat for you today, people.
A treat for you, not so much a treat for us.
Yes, exactly. This has been quite a while in the making. I had this ludicrous idea quite a while ago, and it just so happens that we have the time,
yeah,
the time to do it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. How are we going to say anything about our situation over Christmas?
We might as well.
We have ended up in a rather unusual situation in which T is in a different city for Christmas, and E, myself, got stuck in London because of the tier 4. I mean, we're not going to get too much into it. Anyway, the gist of it now is that admins are going to be spending Christmas together. Which is fully. So we have plenty of time to record and indulge this ridiculous but hopefully quite entertaining eventually idea that Admin G has had.
Yes, I mean, initially we didn't quite know how we were gonna do this episode. We knew we needed at least a full day, maybe 2 full days to execute it properly, and we just had no idea when we were going to find the time. I guess this has been a bit of a blessing, right? I guess, in that aspect.
We now have like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So, would you like to introduce what we're going to do?
I will. I certainly will. So, we have been teasing this on our Instagram. If you've been able to figure it out, then congratulations. If not, or if you've not been following along, what we are going to do today is we are going to attempt to watch the full series of What the Duck.
Oh God, you saying it out loud just makes it real. And I'm panicking about it now.
So, most of you will be aware of What the Duck, whether you have watched it yourself or not.
It's kind of infamous in the BL community.
It is very infamous. It's infamous for being maybe one of the worst, or not the worst, but disliked, I guess, series out there.
I think that's fair to say.
When my brain came up with this idea, I did not realise that it was a 20 episode series. I thought, it's going to be like 12, 13, maybe 14, like they usually are. And then I discovered that it was 20 episodes. And suddenly this idea sounded far too ludicrous.
And by that point, we had already committed to the idea,
planned
it into the podcast schedule. So we really couldn't go back from it. And we're going to follow through.
So...
Probably.
So yes, the details of what we are going to do are... We will be drinking. Now, we will put a disclaimer at the beginning of this episode about sensible drinking, of course, but we are both over the legal drinking limit.
Have been for a while.
Yes.
Sadly.
And we will be drinking along with watching this series. We will be getting drunk. It is a drunk watch along of What the Duck.
I think it's going to be the only way to bear it, but I think it's going to be painful for us and hopefully very entertaining for you, because I think we're fairly fun drunks.
Oh, I know I am.
You know you are.
And, yeah.
We'll be lucky if I get away with not like singing at some point. So
I mean, each time what the plan is we will watch 2 episodes at a time. So we'll watch 2 episodes and then record our thoughts about it. Watch 2 more episodes, record, and keep going until we get drunker and drunker and if the time comes where we just cannot watch anymore, we will stop.
yeah.
So this might end up being a 1 episode thing, or it might end up being a 2-parter. We don't know
We
yet.
don't know. We'll let you know, but
yes. Do you know what my prediction is going to be?
yeah, go for it.
The drunker we get, the better it's going to get.
I hope so.
I think that watching this series drunk will be the trick.
Maybe this is going to be like the way, like we're going to uncover the way for all the other BL
We're
fans to endure.
We're going to unlock the reality that this series is genius, but only when you are inebriated.
Yeah, so I hope this is going to be okay. And for us, I think it's gonna be funny. I hope that we're gonna get through it. And
it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long couple of days.
It is.
So for those of you who don't know What the Duck, it is a BL series that came out 2018, possibly going into 2019. I'm not sure. We weren't around. We weren't in the community around that time, so we don't know. I have watched maybe the first 4 episodes. This was when I had watched Han Type and I was really into Mew, and I found out that like the only other series he really did was What the Duck. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch What the Duck for Mew. Oh boy! Those of you who've watched the series, yeah, that maybe wasn't a brilliant idea. I literally had to stop before Mew even makes an appearance.
Oh,
so
God, how far did you get in?
I'm pretty sure 4 episodes.
4 episodes,
maybe
okay.
5.
Well, good news, there's 16 more after that to go.
And I'm pretty sure I blocked most of it from my memory already, so...
Yeah, it's gonna... I have not seen any... I've seen 30 seconds of a compilation of just Mew in it, and it immediately started with an extremely intense sex scene, and I was like, this is too grown up for me.
It's definitely 18 plus,
yeah,
R-rated.
That's
it's not afraid to go there.
So let's find out. The episodes, everything about this series seems so weird to me. The episodes are such weird lengths. Like mostly series will be like 20 minutes long or 40 minutes or an hour, and it's consistent. The episodes of What the Duck range from an hour and a half to like 25 minutes long. What? That's so weird. Like who scripted, edited? We're going to find out.
We are. We'll
part
talk
of the journey.
About it. Yeah, this part of the journey. Like you said, you only watched the Mew compilation.
Yeah.
I didn't even get that far. I haven't watched a Mew compilation. I didn't want anything more to do with the series after I dropped it.
Until now.
I've seen maybe tiny bits of clips here and there, not on purpose, but I don't know what happens in it. All I know is that it is set in an airport, which is not your average BL setting. So
Right.
I think that's why people had such high hopes for this series.
It's a break from engineers.
It's a break from uni.
From uni, yeah.
It's a break from just your average BL setting. It was an interesting concept, and I was like, okay, it's about like air hostesses and like airport goings on, and
That could be fun.
that could be very fun. And so I was very excited to start it, and then 4 episodes later I never touched it again. So,
until now.
Yeah, we by no means are judging this series too much before we've watched it. We are going off of most of the BL community and what they think about it.
Yeah.
So it's from what I can tell, pretty much everything about it is either bizarre or just not well done, or it just gets too complicated. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've only seen a few episodes, which I don't really remember a lot about. You've hardly seen any of it.
We're going in mostly.
We are going in mostly blind. And but all we know is that we probably needed alcohol to do this.
Yeah.
So this has turned into a drunk reacting.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I think we'll report back each segment with how much we've drunk, where we are in the series, and try and make sense of what we've seen.
We'll let you know if we create any fun drinking games that we decided. It's going to be a bit of a it's not a scripted podcast.
Nope.
So what happens, and if we end up getting very drunk, then this can go very askew.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully you'll enjoy it.
So what's your poison of choice, by the way?
Red wine.
So you have got some red wine then.
Yeah, I'm going to go because I'm a sophisticated lady and I'm going to drink it out of a mug with cats on it.
That's such a British thing to do, though.
It really
drinking
is.
wine out of a mug.
Truly. It's very millennial of me too. Like, what are you drinking?
So, he's sophisticated. I still drink what I drank in high school, which happens to be vodka, Blue Wicked. I don't know why I picked this up. I think it was like a bit of a nostalgic thing. Like, anyone who was ever a teenager in England knows what Blue Wicked is, or Blue WKD.
We always said WKD. Maybe this is a north-south thing.
Yeah, it is. It is a north-south thing, because I noticed that in the north it's Wicked, in the south it's WKD.
WKD.
But yeah, pick some of that up. I've also got a tiny little bottle of Jack Daniels. I'm just going to be switching it up.
Yeah, you've got a selection. It's like a mini bar.
Oh yeah,
you've provided. For
I
yourself.
like my liquors.
Mm.
I like my hard alcohol. I'm not a wine drinker. I'm not a beer drinker.
I'm not a beer drinker.
I'll have liquors and ciders.
Yeah, I've got wine and I have gin downstairs, which I'll probably break into at some point because I know I'm going to get through this. Please drink responsibly. This is also not reflective of us, as we're not like hard drinkers anyway. We're just like.
When was the last time we fully had a drinking session?
Oh, like. Do you know when it was? I bet it was like February at the hen do.
It was the hen do. We by no means drink regularly at all. This is a treat. It's come at a time where we probably deserve to have a bit of a drink after everything that's happened.
Right.
So.
We're gonna be we're spending Christmas together. It's gonna be a BL Christmas. We deserve to be a bit tipsy.
A very merry BL Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's watch What the Duck and get drunk.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll report back after 2 episodes, guys.
See you then.
Wish us luck.
We've watched episode 1. Which was an hour and a half long. So I've had 2 glasses of wine at this point.
Mugs.
I have 2 mugs. I don't have a glass. I'm that fancy.
And wait, let's do a shot count. Okay, so I decided I was going to do a shot of vodka every time I see a duck. I did not realise.
There are so many ducks.
I mean, I should have guessed from the title, but there are many instances of ducks.
I thought the title was just a stupid pun. It is, in fact, they've made good on the ducks. There are so many ducks. Okay.
So we are pretty far gone already after 1 episode. So
I'm gonna have to slow down for episode 2.
Maybe.
I can't believe that we've got like 17 more hours of this left. Okay. All right, you go first, because my notes don't make any fucking sense.
Well, I want to start with a positive.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the opening titles.
They were nice, weren't they? The plane?
I want to specify the titles, not the actual beginning of the episode, because that was confusing as fuck.
Doesn't make any sense.
The opening titles were pleasant.
Lovely motion graphics. We liked the plane.
Nice chill OST, like, don't have a problem with it.
We were really happy to see Mew, even though he's not going to be in it for like another 6 episodes. My first note is, what the fuck is up with the patches? This man, if you've seen, I don't know if you've seen this, go have a look at any of it.
I think
is covered with patches.
I think you should watch along with us. Actually,
Yeah.
if you're listening to this and you haven't seen it, you kind of need to have watched what we've watched.
Watch episode 1 and then come back and like, what the fuck is going on? The patches all over his. What have I written? I want to see a BL about the gay guy and the English speaking guy at the beginning.
Okay, so we are fully on board. Stop dropping the pen.
I'm sorry. Okay.
This is what an Aries with ADHD
It's just
drunk
it's
gets
such a
up
bad
to,
combination.
okay?
I'm gonna
Right.
stop. I'm not
So-
gonna touch anything.
So we are fully on board with the bizarre foreign, probably foreign boss and the assistant who translates for him.
But the boss speaks in Thai. The boss can speak Thai.
I mean, this is what I think is happening. The boss speaks Thai, obviously, but not well enough to fully be understood by native Thai people.
Yeah.
So that's why he needs someone who might have to translate.
Yeah, I think I would love to see a BL between this like slightly pudgy like white European. He's not English. This is the
No.
thing that we've worked out from Albeit. For some reason, there are not any actors in Thailand who are like native English speakers. They're all
European.
mainland European,
Yeah.
which is fine. You can like, I only speak English. I'm not judging. But like, why are there? Surely there must be someone in Thailand who can speak English,
Like
as a native
their
English
mother
speaker.
tongue.
Same thing happened in Tarntype, where that I think a Russian guy was like, "Hey, do you want to fuck me or whatever?"
In a lot of series. It also happened in My Engineer. Yeah, any of the English speakers are not, apart from Perth, who is like
Oh,
a
Perth is
native
the
English.
exception.
Yeah, he's a native English speaker.
Italian
We
English.
do need more BLs that feature foreign, like a foreign protagonist
Yeah.
who can speak Thai,
Yeah.
because they're out there. I guarantee you there are actors in Thailand who are not Thai but can speak beautiful Thai.
I have Thai
Give-
friends who can speak
give them-
English. Why is this
Give
not?
them roles.
Please stop
give them
casting
roles.
people who don't speak English because it's so obvious. Yeah, so that's a what the fuck, because like it doesn't what the duck.
I mean, it's a perfect title for this series, to be
It
honest.
really is. I have so many notes. I've also written really inappropriate workplace behaviour. I feel like that's just going to continue as it goes on. People having fist fights.
Getting way too
Getting
close to each other.
This is the other thing. The motivation of the two main characters, do not understand it. One scene, one of them is like really into the other one, like getting up close, and he's like, "Go away, like get away from me." And then the next scene, he's like leaning up and sniffing his bare chest. Like, explain what's happening to me.
And there's no motivation.
No.
As to why they're doing it. They've clearly just been told by the director to do it that way. Alright, here's what happens. In the opening sequence, it's basically a series of flashbacks as to what we're about to see in the series.
Which is very confusing because they don't indicate that in any
they
way
do
at
not.
all.
They do not. It opens on the main guy like having sex, or the morning after, like basically getting laid. And he's like, "Oh my god, how could you do this to me? I'm not gay."
It's very explicit, by the way.
Yeah,
he holds
very.
up a used condom full of like fucking hand soap or something.
Yeah, something. It's full of something.
It's not
Whose job was that? Whose job was that?
someone who's never had sex before.
Fine. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, the opening sequence is confusing and I hate it because I hate knowing what the series has in store.
They give
I
it
like
away
being surprised.
Immediately.
I like being surprised. I like not knowing what's going to happen in my series, okay? So the fact that they give us basically the entire plot and plot points of what's about to happen in the next few episodes is very annoying. But yes, that's the opening sequence.
Yeah.
He claims he's not gay, even though he's just slept with a man.
Yeah,
Also, the other guy claims he's not gay, even though he says, "Can I hit on you?"
It's so weird. I don't understand. Like, I know that we've talked about this before on the podcast in more sober circumstances. That there is a thing with being like, there's like the allure of like the straight acting gay man, right? Both of them are playing like they're not gay. I don't understand what. It's so weird.
One of them is meant to be like a cool kind of Danny Zuko. Like he's got a cigarette behind his ear at all times.
Right.
He's like the bad cool boy.
Right.
But he just doesn't pull it off.
Both of the main characters, I've written this. Main characters are dumb as fuck, is what I've written down in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
And that stays true for the whole episode.
Put the pen down.
Sorry. It's really noisy.
I swear to God.
It's because you've got earphones in. They won't be able to tell. I've also written down Ball and Chain.
Oh yes!
There are real people called Ball and Chain in this.
Two of the actors in the opening titles were... It's Mild, yeah. Mild's in this. We've also written down Mild. Yay!
Yay! Mild.
And
Sammy!
Yay!
Happy for Sammy. She's the only good part of this series.
I hope she comes back, because so far she's only had like 2 minutes.
Oh, please.
Anyway, yes. In the opening titles, there was 3 of them. It was Mild, and then Chain and Ball. And then I was like... They haven't done that on purpose, have they? Ball and Chain, like that's the kind of thing that you would call your 2 main protagonists.
Is this a cultural thing? Because like Ball and Chain, in at least in like English vernacular, is like your spouse, like the old ball and chain. Particularly if you're referring to a woman, it's like a very old-fashioned.
I guess it is a very kind of like.
But this
London
has to be
thing.
Deliberate, right? It's like a Cockney rhyming slang thing.
It is basically like, oh, the old ball and chain. Like
It has
basically
to be
means
deliberate.
it means your partner.
Yeah.
And just the fact that they were titled together as Chain and Ball and Mild. Like, just forget about Mild. He doesn't count in this. But
No.
the other 2 were Chain and Ball, and those are their like acting names. Those are their names, not their character names. And I'm just like, how did this can't be a coincidence? That
No.
can't be a coincidence.
No.
That they are ball and chain.
That has to be. I'm trying to make sense of my notes right now. I've written astronauts.
Yes, their uniform. Their uniform. Remember?
They look like astronauts.
The caterers. Like, so that the whole premise is that they're airplane food caterers. Okay, and their uniforms are like jumpsuits that look like astronaut jumpsuits.
When they get on the plane, he's like Oat is like
yeah.
Oat and Pop. I think those are the main characters.
Those are the 2 main guys. Yeah.
They're like, he's like, check your clipboard, and he looks at it, and then he takes a picture of Miles and the other guy doing something illegal. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're like stealing food or some shit. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Empty boxes.
There's nothing in the boxes. You can tell by the way they're flinging them around. He's like, check your clipboard, and he takes a picture, and that's it. That's all they do. What's his job?
And then they just have a lunch break. And it's like, that looks like the
A lunch
easiest
break
job.
On a hay bale next to a lake. Where is it? Is it still on the airport? Is it in the airport? Is there a lake in the airport with a hay bale?
Where is this airport?
Mate, I don't understand.
This airport looks like it's in the middle of the English countryside.
The other thing I want to mention, I've written, where are they? Heaven, because there's one point when they're in a truck and they're driving somewhere and there is nothing outside but pure white. It looks like they have died and gone to heaven. And you can tell by the glare in one of their glasses that they've had a green screen, and for some reason the people who've edited it have not put in scenery next to them. It's just white. They were like, do you know what? People aren't going to fucking notice because our dialogue's so sharp. But it's not. It's so obvious. Where are they? In heaven? They're dead. That's what the satisfying conclusion to this series would be. Do you know what? All this dumb shit is happening because they've died. When he parked his car in the first episode in the middle of a one-way road to fucking nowhere and got out and was like, I'm lost. What happened was he got hit by the truck and died, and they've all gone to heaven, and that's what's happening. It's all happening in some kind of purgatory situation. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, So episode 1, I don't know what's happening. Playing from Together With Me, if you've seen that, she is the girlfriend in this because we start by saying she's broken up with him and then they go back and are like, we're still boyfriend and girlfriend. She gets bullied. We haven't even talked about that. She gets so badly bullied by her workmates.
And it's clearly meant to be some kind of new girl hazing. Firstly, and I can tell you, this doesn't just happen in English airlines. It happens in most airlines. I have a very close friend who works as an air hostess, okay? And let me tell you, firstly, they don't do that fucking shit anywhere.
No.
There is no kind of adult, like, working environment hazing going on.
There are no grown-ups acting like this.
I'm
no
telling
way.
you. Anyway, secondly, if you're starting work as an air hostess, you are not starting alone. They have a program where they train you as a big group and you start work as a big group. Sure, you won't be kept together. You'll be going off to different, like, locations and like obviously going on different trips. But you do not start on your first day by yourself.
No!
I just feel like they have not done their homework with this series. They don't know anything about airlines.
So bizarre. They grab her in the car and they smear makeup over her face and then they make her clean up like shit. That's what they do. That's it. They make her clean up like a toilet that's absolutely someone has just gone to town on it. And I don't know what's going on.
This doesn't happen in real life.
Sammy is the only nice character in this. She lent her some makeup.
And then disappeared
And
forever.
then disappeared. She's not even on the flight. She's not even part of it.
I don't know if she's going to come back.
I hope
she's
she
in
comes
the
back.
titles,
I
so
hope
hopefully she comes back.
As we know from Thai titles, if you've ever seen a Thai BL, you know that anyone who is on screen for more than 2 seconds is referenced in the opening credits. So we hope that Sammy comes back, but it is likely that she's maybe had a 1 episode appearance. Sammy is so much better than this. Pop has like a sexual obsession with the plane. He gets on the plane.
Very strange
and
scene.
he's like rubbing it.
He's rubbing the
At one
plane.
point,
He's sniffing
doing
the plane.
He's doing these weird like open and closing actions with his arms, and then we realise it's actually he's doing like the flight host, because Pop is meant to be. He wanted to be an air host.
A flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Yeah.
That's the gender neutral
Yeah.
term for it. And he didn't pass the exam because he's stupid as fuck. I guess. Like I don't get. Anyway. He doesn't get part of the. He's not part of the plane, but he gets on and he's like rubbing the seats and he's like sniffing the plane, and I'm like, this is barely concealed fetish. Put it away. I don't want to see it.
Not something I want to watch, to be honest.
No.
I don't mind you rubbing and sniffing another dude.
Yeah.
That's what I came for.
Don't do
but
it to a plane.
yeah, that's a whole different fetish
That's
altogether.
an inanimate object, and that's all I've got. I've got sexual obsession with the plane. I've got the UV loser. They call him the UV loser.
That was brilliant.
He is
10 out of 10.
He is bullied for using sunscreen.
10 out of 10, amazing.
He also, I'm going to slip a little skincare tip in here because I take good care of my skin even though it's absolute dog shit. If they say on this thing, if you use sunscreen, you won't get big pores. That has no effect on it. If you don't want to get rid of your big pores, you should use a BHA or an AHA, alternate them day by day. Sunscreen isn't going to do any shit about it. Anyway, they've clearly got sunscreen as a sponsor and they're trying to wedge it in any way possible. They write in the mirror like in Black Swan, like the UV loser. It's not good bullying. I want to teach them how to bully people.
I love that. They clearly didn't want to go too far with the name calling, so they were like, you UV loser.
You UV loser. I can't. So that was episode 1. Here's the thing, they have covered so much ground already. They could have spread that trauma out like over 3 or 4 episodes. Gee, we have 19 more episodes to watch.
I'm telling you right now, we're not going to make it to the last episode.
We're gonna make it like maybe 6 episodes in.
How long is the next episode?
As long as we can get to Mew.
Yes, we need to make it to Mew.
We're gonna hold out to Mew, and that's gonna be enough.
You're tipsy, I'm tipsy. You'll know when we're drunk, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! We're going to be drunk after this next episode. I don't know how to use this.
I'll fix it.
E has a stupid MacBook. I don't know how to use MacBooks, and she's put me in charge for some reason.
Because you know what you're doing.
No, I don't. Not with a MacBook. Okay, so we're gonna watch maybe a couple more episodes and then get back to you after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some more snacks because
But
I need to like absorb some of this.
we're gonna
wine.
be even worse. We're gonna be even worse when we get back. Jesus. Episode 2. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see if it starts making any goddamn sense. And we're back.
Yes.
You right there? You want to join the
okay.
conversation?
I'm alright. I'm just I'm drunker than I was when we recorded.
Alright, do you want to get your scribblings up? So we've watched 2 more episodes, episode 2 and episode 3. What happened in episode 2?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I've written Yakult. They're drinking off-brand Yakult.
Which turns out to just be milk, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a whole milk thing going on. Don't know why, really.
Gee, why have I written parkour?
At one point he just did parkour.
Why are you running parkour?
Yeah, because at some point he was trying to hide from someone. Oat was trying to like get away from someone, and he did parkour, but they didn't show us the parkour.
No, but it was implied.
Yes. What else did you write?
Oh, I'm really trying to read it. I've written, why did he have to get off the bus? I don't remember.
Oh!
I remember anyone being on a bus. Do you remember?
Okay, so episode 2 was it was like the money struggle episode. So we learn that both of them are pretty not well off. They're struggling money-wise. And so Oat is kind of like running around trying to like cut corners to save money. And there was one point where like he got on a bus, but then like the woman on the bus threw him off because somehow she knew that he was on the wrong bus.
Yeah, I'm so glad you remember this because I have no memory
And
of it whatsoever.
and like so she's like, get off the bus, this is the wrong line for you. And I'm like, how the fuck do you
How do
know?
you know?
How do you know what line he needs?
Psychic bus woman. I've also written, mild is better than this.
Yeah. So all throughout what we've watched so far, we're just thinking, Mild is a good actor.
Mild
What
needs
is happening
more
to him in
material
this?
than this
Oh
bullshit.
my god, he's like he's not saying anything. He doesn't have like any really lines. He's just got reactions. That's all he's doing. He's just
Underneath
reacting.
it, I've written, we don't like anything. Mild. Oh, we don't like anyone. Mild, stop it. We don't like it. And I've written homophobia, and I think this says harassment, but I'm honestly not
Okay,
sure.
let's dive into all of that.
All right.
Wait before you carry on.
Yeah.
So what was the first thing? It was Mild, you're better than
Mild, you're better than this.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't like anyone. Mild, stop it. We don't like it.
Right, okay. The whole Mild stop it, we don't like it thing is because there was like, when he does have lines, the camera gets really close into his face.
It's weird.
And it's almost like a fisheye effect.
Yeah.
And I don't like it one bit.
Neither do I.
I don't like his character. I don't like the way he's acting. I don't like how he sounds. That was what it was. He sounds weird.
He's doing a weird voice. Mild, we know you're a good actor. We've seen you in Tarntine. We know with a good script you're actually very funny and witty.
It's
so
just
why?
not in this at all.
The script of this cannot save him.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Okay, what was the other thing?
Alright, let's see.
Homophobia?
I've written homophobia and harassment.
Yeah, because that little group of loaders, that's what they are. They're like the loading gang. They're not very nice at all. They're very homophobic. They're bullies. They're like
bullies.
After the first episode, I thought that was gonna like go away, but they're still bullies.
Hazing.
They're still bullies.
We haven't really seen the girlfriend. She was in it very much in the first episode.
This
Now
has
she
been
just disappeared.
These last 2 episodes have been very like main boy couple like heavy.
Yes.
We haven't seen the girlfriend at all.
I've written slang for sex.
Yes. Okay. So the person who's doing the subtitles for this, is it on Drama Cool? Is that what it is?
It's Daily Motion.
Daily Motion.
But it's on YouTube as well.
So
Lazy Subber.
Lazy Subber.
Thank you, Lazy Subber.
Thank you so much. I love subbers who put funny little messages at the top to like explain stuff to foreigners. And what they are telling us is like there is so much Thai slang for the word sex.
So much.
And it's hilarious to us. I fucking love it.
I've written, who filmed it? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that is.
I've written,
either.
take off your braces. That's about
I
the
remember.
white man.
Who filmed the sexual harassment in the van? Remember, because like the whole thing. This is going on to episode 3 now, right?
This is episode 3.
So this is going into episode 3
I'm going to
now.
upload pictures of my notes and see if anyone can make sense of them, because it's like fucking...
So we've had this whole episode about how they're both poor, which I know that you made a note about. 2 poor people cannot coexist.
How are 2 poor people coexisting?
So the point here is that usually the couple, there'll be one rich one and one not so rich one, and that's the vibe that most BL couples have.
Like Saint and Perth in Love by Chance.
I mean pretty much every
like
couple.
Tana type.
Almost every couple.
Yeah.
So it's bizarre that they've decided to go with 2 like pretty broke people. That's leaning away from the trope, which is dangerous territory. Right, so then we go into episode 3, where we learn that the loading gang, the loaders, Mild and his mates.
Mild and Ball and Chain.
Yes, Mild and Ball and Chain.
I don't know what their real names are in the show.
They want money from Oat because Oat has a gambling problem, clearly, even though he's broke. Yeah, don't gamble when you don't have money, kids, okay? No. They want their money from Oat because they lent him money for gambling. And Oat's basically like, how about this? I seduce Pop for some reason, and you give me money.
Right. He wants 3,000 baht from them.
I don't fully understand that logic, but they made a bet. So he's gonna try and seduce Pop because they think he's gay. Which I don't blame them.
In the first episode, they give this whole list of... We kind of back at first episode, like, era where he's, like, giving off all these reasons why he thinks that he's gay. He's like, you have a parasol, you use sunscreen, you don't smoke. There's a whole load of very fucking stupid reasons why he thinks he's gay. We're kind of back at that point now.
And the only reason Pop has not said he has a girlfriend is for plot reasons.
Yeah, totally.
Like, in the real world, he would have said almost immediately that he has a girlfriend, because that's what people do.
He's like, are you gay? He gets up right close to him and he's like, no, that's it.
Like, and he has stated several times he is not gay, he is in fact straight. It's all very confusing still. I guess that's what episode 3 is kind of focusing on. It seems like they want to have a focus for each episode. However, it doesn't come across very clear.
It's not clear at all.
They're both idiots, but not cute idiots.
Oh my god!
Like,
neither of them are cute.
Like
Mew, come on.
We know cute idiots. Like we love the cute idiots. Like what couple are cute idiots?
Jimmy and Tommy.
Like, yeah, Jimmy and Tommy are
Cypher's
cute
on are
idiots.
cute idiots.
Mike and Top Tap,
yeah,
cute idiots. These 2 fuckers are not cute idiots. They're just idiots.
They're stupid.
They're stupid motherfucking idiots who sexually harass and are dumb.
And what's the deal with the ducks?
Yeah, we still have not had an explanation about why he likes ducks.
He has so many ducks, and
there's no explanation for anything yet.
Nope.
There is no backstory.
Nope.
Yeah, I feel like there must be some trauma about the sunlight thing. There must be. They're making far too big of a deal about it.
Oh, it's a whole thing. And I don't just think it's because of the sponsors. They're going to make a thing of it, for sure.
You know how in Until We Meet Again, Palm has the thing about
the
noises,
loud
the
noises.
big noises.
Yeah.
That made sense. That was completely explained, and it made sense to the audience.
Yeah.
And this, I feel like they're trying to do that with sunlight.
On to episode 4 and 5.
I guess if they're also
20.
if they're also quite short, which these ones were, then we will. Yeah, Let's onwards and upwards.
We'll do our best.
Into the fiery pits of hell we go.
Further.
Further beyond. Let's go, baby.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so what we're doing right now is we have got to the Mew part where him and Art are basically simulating sex.
Fully simulating sex.
He has hooked his leg. He has hooked his leg around his arm, and he is about to just go wild.
I've had a bottle and a half of wine. They are simulating sex. I haven't brushed my teeth. Well,
not yet.
Really?
They're not...
Is that your only concern?
There goes the other leg. Right, 2 legs now, fully hooked up. I mean, this is very interesting to me. This is the only series I've seen this kind of actual simulation of sex.
When I watched this as part of a compilation, I was like, oh my god, this is too much.
Like, they're fully going at it right now in front of my eyes.
In front of our eyes, G!
Like, they're fully giving us wide shots and close-ups. Not of anything, like, X-rated.
It's about as sex as you can get on
my god,
live
they're like,
TV.
you're watching them fully have sex.
They're fucking.
It's, oh my god. Like, it comes out of nowhere.
It really did come out of nowhere. I mean...
And in no other series have I seen this level of, like, sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, usually they will cut away before they actually start doing the deed. Not even in Tarn Type do they simulate having sex. And I just think this is where this series turns around. When Mew and Art finally come into it in episode 5. This is where I'm starting to get interested.
Yeah.
But I've not seen this in another series, and honestly, if What the Duck did anything, it's actual simulated sex.
Vastly more explicit than I've seen in any other show.
Bravo! I mean, I don't know why it's allowed to be, and no other series does it. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of why, but good on them.
And Mew, how old is he in this?
He must be 26, 7?
Our age.
26, 27?
He looks cute.
He looks very cute.
Good for you,
I
Mew.
mean, that's always going to be true. He's always going to look cute.
Mew is always... Where are they now?
Anyway, that's it for our live commentary of the scene. We will come back to you after we've watched the rest of this episode. Oh, I love those red jeans.
The red jeans are very cute.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Bye.
Okay, we are back.
We're back.
We've just watched episodes 4 and 5, which took forever.
Yeah.
Absolutely forever. I feel like it went on forever.
A long time.
One of us is very drunk.
That's me.
And one of us is barely hanging on. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not remember episode 4.
No.
I feel like it was a century ago that I watched it.
Yeah, a long time.
So I think I have written something along the lines of they bonded slightly, I guess. Who knows? Also, I put they had one cute moment so far. The rest is cringy.
Bonding.
They've clearly tried to have like some really cute moments of them maybe becoming interested in each other, but it just didn't really work. So let's move on to episode 5, which is the most interesting episode. Do you want to talk a bit about Mew Art?
They have good chemistry, but it could be better.
So we got introduced to Mew Art, finally. I mean, my god. It was a good introduction.
So much happened before that. Oh my god, it was so not interesting.
Really not interesting. Best introductory scene I've ever seen. They agreed to get married, I think.
What?
I think there's like a throwaway line.
Whoa.
And then we got rushed right along to meeting Rambo's, which is Art. His name's Rambo. His name's Rambo. It's Rambo and Pri. So Rambo and Pri are the second couple. Rambo's dad wants Rambo to meet a girl to marry. Rambo does not want to tell anyone that he is gay and is with Mew. And then there's this whole thing where Mew gets very upset that Rambo is saying that he's not his boyfriend. And Mew basically breaks up with him. Good for Mew. He had a big storming out diva moment, which was super cute. While this is happening with Mew and Art, something's happening with the other two. I could not tell you. I've really, really, really been trying to pay attention. I did think that at the beginning maybe drinking would make it seem more interesting. It does not. It does not. It makes it even less interesting. And my goodness, I could not care less about these people. I think they're all horrible people. They do not have good character traits at all. I'm not interested in any of them. Mew and Art have kind of come in to save it a little bit. But, like, something happens to Pop's mum. She breaks her arm. The end of the episode is that Oat is still gambling with, like, the money he doesn't have. And someone's after him. And that's the end of the episode. Which should be, like, quite an interesting premise, in theory, but I just don't care. I do not care about these people. So, so we're gonna stop for this episode. I think we need to cleanse our palate and then come back to the series sober and try and really try and at least do another maybe 4 or 5 episodes. We will really try. But wow, there is a reason this series has the reputation it has. But we will definitely not be finishing this series. At least not on this podcast. I might try and finish it in my spare time, just purely to try and get some kind of payoff. But this is hard. This is hard, so thank you for sticking with us. If you've been joining along, let us know how it went for you. I don't know what else to say. It's not vibing with me. It's not vibing with Admin E. And we'll see you in the next part and see if this ludicrous, confusing series actually has any plot development. So thank you for listening, and we will see you again very soon. And Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Bye, guys.
So we also run Thai BL memes over on Instagram, and our podcast-specific account is That's Such BL Podcast, where you can follow us for updates and extra content. So you'll be able to listen to future episodes on our Instagram, That's Such BL Podcast, on IGTV, or you'll be able to find it on any major podcast platform like Apple Music, Spotify, or just the podcast app that you use. Thanks so much for listening.